It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first down throw for Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Play fake, Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernard McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, 58, boys. 58.
On 2nd and goal. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
50 seconds, come on. Hey, kill. Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the
Today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Brissett now, rolling to his right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And that will
will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Panthers 7.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
It is good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
At the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 57. Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Sanders, a first down, still going. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And they run the option on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his ramp, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Play action now. Brissett. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Carolina.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A second down throw for Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, watch the slide.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Sanders, the ball carrier. The tackle by Yetur Gross-Matos.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
On second down now. It's Sanders, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
46 down, man. 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got it.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. on first down. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First down, Panthers.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Christian McCaffrey, the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Third and long.
Gun, Brissett. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And the Panther first down.
19. Well back. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. I'm here on the block.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go play action with Brissett. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and long.
Throwing, Brissett. He'll buy some time right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 59 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Moving. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Wait 5 seconds. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
10-10. at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and 13.
From the gun, here's Brissett. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Play that really well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a yard, Brissett to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Carolina.
Here's Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
On play action, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Jannard Avery in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Eagles 35, Panthers 21.
Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. And all the way down to the 27. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get out the field, defense. 58, come on. 40, 82, 40.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Panthers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott about to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Panthers.
52's the mark, 52.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Fourth down, Brissett. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Come on in here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
To throw is Brissett. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Charles, you said earlier that defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a first down past the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
3rd down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. go with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
First down, Panthers.
Play action now. Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brissett now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Brissett to throw on 1st. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jacoby Brissett sacked. Today's final score,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.